Hello there, YouTube. It is your boy B3, back with another kicking Hiya! Action figure review. Today we are looking at the Hasbro Power Rangers Lightning Collection Dino Charge Blue Ranger. I got this guy in package at Ross for $5.99. Pretty damn good deal, if you ask the fella. And I'm very happy about that, especially since I've heard that this specific figure has some pretty bad quality control issues, apparently. So let's check him out. Articulation-wise, our caveman, it's supposed to have up and down on the head, I feel like, but he doesn't really seem to want to move around much. Besides, like, that's... my other ones move a lot more than this. This is... I mean, it's there, but not as much. That's odd. But it does have the rotation. That's perfectly fine. You got the butterfly joints, up and down on the arm, forward and back, bicep swivel, double elbow bend. You've got forward and back on the wrist and a rotation on the wrist. So no trouble in the arms. You know, a good bit of torso movement. You've got a nice crunch. That's all good. But I've heard that most of the issues are down here. Speaking of the lower half of the body, that's a lot of wobble. I don't like that. I think there's a little bit of new articulation down there to help the legs maybe kick up more, but it's making them flop like that, and I really don't like it. This leg shouldn't articulate when I move this leg. That's so odd to me. But it's supposed to be like an up and down thing like that, so you can kick the leg out further. So I appreciate the effort, I guess, just not the execution. But you do have, you know, this kind of big rotation. It's forward, but not really back, because his bodacious booty is hard plastic, so he can't do a good back. It just kind of ends up coming out to the side. But it's got a good in and out. You know, you've got a thigh swivel, a double, as in knee bend, boot swivel. Now let's tread lightly here, because this is supposed to be the area that's rough on Koga is supposed to be up and down on the foot. Ankle pivot. Huh. Mine seems great. I have zero issues here. Okay. Is it Koga or Koda? It's been a long time. Sorry. This one seems good too. Okay. Yeah, moved on. I think I got a good one. Alright. Because my Dino Fury Green, she broke immediately as I tried to change the head out. Because the default head on the ones that have the plastic-free packaging is the unmasked head. Which is odd to me. that would ever be the default head. But it's like fine. It doesn't really matter. Unless, of course, your figure has a quality control issue that makes its neck prone to breaking when you remove the head. Speaking of these accessories, here is his head. I actually think it's a pretty good one. I think it looks quite nice. He's got some color on the cheeks there. That's a good one, and it came off, and this one went on quite easily. You know? That's good. He's got two fist hands on his bodacious bod here. Two holding trigger hands, as you can clearly see. Then he has the sword, just the standard team sword with purple lightning effect. Oop. That's pretty cool. And of course, you got his Morpher Slash blaster. Not entirely sure which one I want to display him with. Ooh. I dropped some, because I think I have this whole team now. Yeah. I have red displayed without any weapons. And then I have black displayed with the blaster, because he was a sharpshooter in the Sentai. I have green displayed with the sword, because he was a swordsman in the Sentai. Gold is displayed with a sword, but that's because he's gold. He doesn't count. I'm not sure if I want to display this guy with any of them, honestly, because in the Sentai, he was kind of the strong brawler. He was, out of all the ones that were from the modern day, in the Sentai, he was older and just a bit physically tougher than a lot of them. Just because of his physique from working odd jobs and stuff. So there's part of me that wants to be like, leave him with the fists. Let him brawl. I really loved this Sentai. I thought the Ranger show was fine, but the Sentai is it's the best. Oh my god! If you haven't watched Zuden Sentai Kyoryuger, you are missing out. But you know what? Part of me is starting to be like, yeah, maybe I should just leave him with the fists. I hate that wobble. I despise that wobble. But anyway, let's talk about detail and paint. I think the sculpt is good. He, of course, uses a lot of parts from other Dino Charge Rangers, which makes sense. But, you know, the head sculpt, I think, is kind of what's important on this. And paint, I think, is fine. My only issues are, one, fucking this. And also the hands. I really want silver backings on these hands. That's what they have in the shows. You know? They should be painted silver. And the Red Ranger from Wave 1 was painted silver. He had the silver hands. But they axed that on others. And that's one complaint that a lot of adult collectors have had about the Lightning Collection is members of the same team won't have the same paint apps. Like, I think the SPD Rangers have, like, issues with the borders on their helmet visors or something, and I think there might also be something with Lost Galaxy, but I don't have many of the Lost Galaxy Rangers, like I do SPD. But then these guys are missing that, and I think I would be so much more forgiving about it if they didn't give them to Red Ranger and take it away from us. If we never had it, I think I could forgive it if it wasn't on any of them, but being on one and then not being on the rest, just fuck you for that. How dare you do that to me? How dare you do that to me, sir? Whatever. Okay, now let's get into what you're all here for. Size comparisons. Alright, first up here he is with another Lightning Collection Ranger. I know I just said I don't have many Lost Galaxies, but I just got this guy. It is the Lost Galaxy Green Ranger. I also picked him up at Ross for $5.99. Pretty cool. I think they look good together. Stop wobbling! Anyway, how about we show him with one of the Kaijin from the show, you know? This one was actually my last review. It is the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin Pirantis Head, and I do like this scaling. I like how much bigger Pirantis Head is. As I said in his review, it looks like he could just bite a Ranger's head off. He's an insanely thick. I like that a lot. Now let's show him with a different kind of Toku hero. This is a Japanese figure, and it's from Bandai. It is the Tire Kokon Kamen Rider Drive Type Speed. As you can see, he is a little small for the Lightning Collection. He's more kind of 5-inchy almost. He'll scale well with figure arts, and I do believe this guy has a figure art. But it's probably a really expensive figure art at this point. But he's not going to scale well with your Lightning Collection. Sorry about that, folks. Sorry. But you know, these guys fight Kaijin, who eventually grow into Daikaijin. So how about we show him with some Daikaiju? Huh? That sound good? I think that sounds pretty good. So, here he is with Godzilla 2000 from Bandai Creations. Pretty cool sculpt. You know, if Godzilla was Kaijin sized, maybe like Red Man style or something, pew, 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 they could fight like that. And of course, the movie monster series Gamera. This is a Japanese figure. That's pretty cool. I would maybe prefer him to be like this tall, but that could work, especially since he's kind of hunched over. And I want to show one more, just to kind of round off the big three. Here he is with the Playmates 2017 Skull Island King Kong. That's a pretty good sizing. If Kong was, you know, actually he's almost like a Gigantopithecus. Cool. But speaking of prehistoric creatures, this was a caveman who was brought to modern times. That's this character's whole thing. But also, and this is spoilers, they changed the timeline at the end of this series, causing dinosaurs to be alive in the modern day. So I'm thinking, let's compare him with some effing dinosaurs, huh? Is that what you want, you paleo nerds? I'm one too, don't worry. I review a lot of dinosaurs on this channel, and I have more reviews of them coming soon. First off, here he is with the Papotyrannosaurus Rex. Obviously, this would be a very small T-Rex, so that doesn't really super work. Oh well. No big deal. Here he is with the Safari Limited Caprasuchus. That's kind of cool. I can see that. I like that sizing. Very neat. Here he is with the Schleich Gastonia. Maybe you could say that's a juvenile Gastonia. That could work then. I'm going to show him with one more Dino Bino. How about the Mattel Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom Hammond Collection Concavinator. That I quite like. That's a really cool sizing. I'd watch that fight, dude. Absolutely, I'd watch that fight. But also they kiss because they're friends and they're pals. I mean, this guy lived with mammals, but dinosaurs. So, what are my final thoughts on the Hasbro Power Rangers Lightning Collection Dino Charge Blue Ranger? Well, this wobble pisses me off. I hate that. I just know it's going to make him fall off the shelf or something, probably. I mean, I just took him out of package for this review. But I don't seem to have the quality control issues on the feet that other people say they have, which makes me very happy. Hopefully they won't snap as soon as I turn the camera off or something and prove me wrong. But I mean, the dude's got peg holes for a stand if you want that to help. The paint, I think, is good, except for the back of the hands. I really wish, really wish they were silver. I think he comes with enough accessories for just figures in general. But the thing is, I really wish that they would focus on giving us these characters more unique weapons, because they gave him all the team weapons, but I would really prefer if these guys came with their weapons that only they could access. You know? Like they did that for Mighty Morphin, but they don't seem to be willing to do that for anyone else. I mean, they do it for, like, the bonus Rangers, because you kind of have to, because they often don't have the standard team weapons anyway. But, come on. God dang it. Anyway, that's my review. I think he's fine. He's just fine for the Lightning Collection. He doesn't blow my mind or anything, and I hate this wobble. So that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, etc. And I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.